whatsoever. It is, as you point out, a worrying complacency about China. But then the other side of it is, my goodness, China has to be laughing at us right now. The one balloon that they sent over to collect information, the administration allowed to go all the way across the country collecting information, and then they break out the $400,000 sidewinders to take out all the hobbyist balloons that we see in the country afterwards. And all of it suggests that the Biden administration is acting simply on posturing for politics, and it's rather buffoonish.
Vivek, what's your thought? It does. As Charles says, it is pretty bizarre that we let this balloon go across the country, collecting intelligence or whatever it was doing, and presumably transmitting it back to Beijing, and then suddenly we say we're going to take out these apparently harmless objects in the sky. That seems to be like a greater priority. What's going on?
Well, it reeks of incompetence, but there's a deeper problem here. A little thought experiment here, Jerry. Imagine that first spy balloon had been a Russian one rather than a Chinese one. There is little doubt in my mind that we would have shot it down and ratcheted up sanctions on Russia instantly. And there's a reason why we can't do that with China. And the answer is we're economically dependent on them for our modern way of life, which to me, this is just a symptom of a deeper problem, the codependent relationship we have with China. This will not end well. The only question is who ends it first. The sooner we end it, the better for us, because the reason we had to wait for this, I believe, to fly over the Atlantic Ocean before shooting it down is actually plausible deniability for not actually having to find what information was actually gathered, because that might have forced the Biden administration's hand to take a stronger approach in response. What are they scared of? Among other things, it's that economic dependency and that relationship. And in China, economic policy and military policy go hand in glove together.
Well, let me quickly follow up with you on that, Vivek. How do we decouple these economies? As you absolutely say, U.S. and Chinese economies are interlinked in incredibly kind of close and intimate ways. Finance, investment, a lot of supply chains. Can we really decouple from China in this way?
So we have a fertile window right now because Xi Jinping has inflicted damage on China and its economy as part of securing his third term as leader of the CCP last October. I think that gives us a short window to work within to pull the economic rug out from under China. How do we do it? I think we have to do something that's going to make a lot of people mad. Say that U.S. businesses cannot do business in China until China and its government has reformed its mercantilist practices. That will involve some short-term pain for us. There's no doubt about that. But I think our moment in America today calls not for Chamberlain, but for Churchill. And I think we can defeat China economically now to avoid having to defeat them militarily later. But the window is short, and we need to seize it.